Hi. So now let us try to understand the very first join. So this is very important. That is theta join or conditional join. So in last lectures, we understand that what is joining and cross join. So when you go for the join, how records are going to merge actually. So that we observe. That means not merge exact meaning joining. Now let us try to explore more on this join topic. So that is, so the theta join allows you to merge two tables based on the condition represented by theta actually. So don't bother about the theta. It is just for terminology wise. The meaning is very simple. Okay. Now let us see. So the theta joins works for all comparison operators. So when you are going for the join conditional, if you want to put a condition for that condition, all these comparison operators, you can use them actually. Of course, most of the times when you are joining the two tables, we will go for the equal operator. Okay. Of course, these things you can use it, that basing on the requirement. Okay. Now, so it is denoted by symbolically theta, and the general case of join operation is called theta join only. So most of the times this only we are going to use. Okay. Now let us try to observe here. So we know that already in the database we have already the EMP table. So for example, select star from EMP. So this have the data total 16 records. So that is what total 16 rows are there in this EMP table. And then if you see the DEPT, select star from DEPT. So here we have total 4 records. Okay. So that is what total 4 records we have here. Now we are going for the theta join. That means you can apply any one of these operators actually. Let us see first of all this equal join, equal operator. So select star from EMP comma DEP. So if I leave like this, it is going to become cross join. Now what I am doing is where I am putting a condition. So where, so condition is EMP dot DEPT number, okay, equal to DEPT dot DEPT number. Okay, so in the both the tables we have a this column, DEPT number column. So basing on that, I am putting a join actually. So see now with this, what is going to happen if I run only this line, 15th line, what is going to happen? You see total 64 records returned. Observe that. So here in the output, we have 64 records. Now, if I run along with this condition, okay, what is going to happen? Whoever satisfies this condition, so that you can observe here. For example, if you take the Smith, this is EMP tables DEPT number, and this is DEPT tables DEPT number. Wherever 20 equal to 40, condition false. So this record is not coming in the output. And 20 equal to 30. Observe this carefully. This is going to make you more efficient. Okay. In query writing actually. So logically you must visualize before writing the query itself. So that is why I try to understand 20 equal to 30, because on these two columns you put a condition here. Observe that. Which records, of course it will generate 64 records from this first line, 15th line, and by applying 16th line, only rows which satisfy this condition, like here 20 equal to 30 false, 20 equal to 20, that you can observe this part. So this row is coming in the output, that is research dollars, this row. So for the Smith, this row is coming in the output. Same way, come here for the ln, observe that ln satisfying at this row actually. All other rows not giving the condition is false actually. That you have to observe. Okay. So for the Smith, this row, wherever this row is satisfying the condition, and for the ln, here it is satisfied. Like that, for every employee, wherever this condition satisfying, only those rows are coming. So that you can observe by running this query. So I'm running this one. So you can see now how many rows are there in the output, that you can observe. 14 rows are there in the output. Why 14 rows are there? Because 14 rows are satisfying this condition actually, that you can observe. Now you can see earlier the rows which are not equal also there in the output. That means this 20 equal to 20, here 30, or 20 here 10. But now you see every record, every row satisfying this condition, whatever we written here the condition, this part. So that you can observe here 20, 20, 30, 30, 30, 30, 22, because we are selecting only those rows. And now most of the times we don't need all these columns actually. So whatever columns you need, those only you can mention. And if you observe, EMP number directly I written, E name directly I written, and D name directly I written. Now if I run this query, what is going to happen? You can observe. So I got the output. Now what I will do is I will write down here. Even in the last lecture also we discussed this. So DEPT number. So if I write DEPT number, what is going to happen? You observe. So it is not showing any output. It means it thrown some error. So this error we seen. Column DEPT number in the field list is ambiguous. Why it is ambiguous? Because DEPT number is there in the both the tables. So from which table it is asking, it is getting a confusion actually. So that is what ambiguous, right? So if I run this one with all columns, see DEPT number is there in the both the tables. So from which table DEPT number you are asking? That is what it have a confusion. That is why you must mention the table before that column actually. Suppose if I mention EMP dot DEPT number. So I need DEPT number from EMP table. So this particular column is coming in the output. Okay, but why we didn't mention the table name before these columns, EMP number, E name, or D name? Because EMP number is not repeated in all in the remaining columns actually. E name is not repeated. So if the common column is there in the both the tables, you must mention table name before that column actually. If there is no common column, if this is not a common column, you no need to mention, because anyhow it is unique actually. So simply if it is unique, you can write down directly, or you can mention also, that is not a problem, EMP dot. So now if I run this one, so it is going to give the output. Okay, so, and one more thing is, you can give alias names for these tables actually. Suppose EMP E means EMP, D means department table. Now when I give the alias names in the condition, I can mention alias name. That means D dot DEPT number, E dot DEPT number, and even in the select clause also I can use alias names actually. So here you can see. Okay, now if I run, even this also going to give same output. Okay, and also I can use table name also, even though you have a alias name for table. Okay, so you can see, yeah. So it means what actually? So whenever you have a alias name, you should not use table name actually. Okay, so that is why unknown column EMP dot EMP number. So that is why, suppose if I give E dot EMP number, so that, let us see. So now it is giving the output. Okay, so when you have the alias names, you should not use table names actually. So that is what you can observe. Okay, so the first thing is, this is what, first of all, equal operator we are using. And in the same table, you can use other operators also. So here you can see, suppose E dot. So now let us see first of all the data, so that you can put a condition easily. Now here you see, I want salary of each employee greater than 1000 actually. So at that time, you can go for E dot sal greater than 1000. Okay. So only these employees we need in the output. So if I run this one, so you can see, let us display the salary also so that we can check. Of course, it will run even if you don't give the alias name because salary is unique in the both the tables. So now you can see. So the employees whose salary greater than 1000 only came in the output. So like this, these conditions you can use actually. So that means these operators you can use basing on the requirement. Okay. And in this itself, so this theta join or conditional join, this is what actually. In this we have another join, that is equi join actually. So there is no big deal for understanding equi join. If you are using equal operator in the condition, that is equi join only. So here for joining these two tables, EMP and DEPT, we are using what actually? Equal operator. Okay. So that is nothing but equi join. That is what equi join is done when theta join uses only the equivalence condition. So that means, for example, if I remove this part, then this is going to become this query, especially only this query going to become equi join only. Okay. So because most of the times we are going for the equal operator only for joining the two tables. Okay. So this is what the first thing, theta join and equi join.